Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Chef Lethal Plays Path of Exile. This will be number 45 for Season 4, and I've got a lot of stuff to cover here up front. And first of all, I just want to say that there may be some interruptions in this episode's recording, just based on what's going on at my house. I've mentioned a few episodes ago that my kid is home for summer. One of the three, I guess. Kids, not summers. That would be terrible. But so he may come in and I have to stop recording and stuff. But I just wanted to kind of try to get one out because actually this episode will be going live on the 29th, according to my notes. And my wife is actually going out of town on a business trip on the 27th. My mother-in-law is going to be staying with me to help out with all the children I have. So I'm probably gonna, if there's gonna be a time when I lose my streak, it's gonna be next week, or I guess the week of this episode going live, since I won't have any time to record, probably, while my mother-in-law is here. So that being said, just heads up on that. Okay, a lot of stuff to cover here, and oh boy, yesterday was a really big day. I spent a lot of currency. So I want to go over kind of some of the stuff I did and talk about what I really kind of want to do right now in the immediate future. So I have 2 new rings. So these are my old rings here. I bought each of these for 1 divine, I think, because I bought a new chess piece. There's a 6 link. Twilight Regalia is the highest level, like the highest tier of energy shield only body armor that you can wear. And I bought it, I didn't even care what the mods were because I ended up scouring it and kind of re-rolling some of the crafting myself. So how I did that was I used delve crafting. I bought a bunch of these dense fossils and a bunch of these primitive chaotic resonators. The way these work is you take one of these fossils and you right click it and you left click it into one of these resonators, and it becomes basically like a chaos orb. And each one of these fossils, all these fossils here, have different functions. So we use dense fossils because it blocks life modifiers from crafting onto your item. Why that's important is because we have a life mastery that if our body armor doesn't have life on it, we get like 15% extra life or something like that. So I spammed probably 15 of these things. I spent a lot of chaos on spamming. Crafting can be kind of addictive. It's definitely a gamble. And part of me was a little upset that I didn't do it all on camera, but honestly, it's a lot of back and forth, trial and error. So basically, I'd get an item that was like, oh, that's pretty good. Can we do better? And then re-roll it, and it gets worse. Then you have to start over again. So this one pretty much doubled the amount of ES energy shield that I was getting from my chess piece. Some decent rolls. The big one I was happy about was the tier 2 increased energy shield at 95%. That was really the one I was mostly looking for, and then I just needed some resistances. So originally this thing had 22% lightning resistance on it. So I took it over to the Hoarder crafting station, and there's a mod in here that you can change. Let me see if I can find it really. Yeah, so change a modifier that grants lightning resistance into a similar tier that grants fire resistance. So I had to buy 500 of this purple juice, and I put the item in. I'm not going to do it because I have to unsocket everything. And then it would reforge that lightning resistance into fire resistance. I had to buy a new belt to make up for some of the resistances I was missing out on. Also some stats. This is a pretty nice strength roll, and it is going to allow me to upgrade all of my strength gems. I think that's all I did. The belt and the 2 rings and the chess piece. I did mistakenly purchase this one here for 1 divine, so I'm trying to sell it back to get some of my money back. I bought it unidentified, not seeing that it was fractured, and the fracture is 61% increased energy shield, which is not a great roll. So I was not happy about that. I was pretty upset that I wasted a divine. So now I've got to wait to get some currency back. I did some more mapping last night. I got up to 5 divine again. My dog's barking in the background. Ignore him. I have a lot of chaos. What I found was, if you use, like, I got a bunch of tattoos that I sold from the shipping. Yeah, if you check the prices on them, some of them that I look up in Awaken PoE trade, like I'd do this and it would say, oh, one is worth like 10 chaos. I'd go and bring it to Faustus and he would say I would get 70 chaos for one or two. Like, whoa. So that quickly got me back up. So what I want to do is start the respec process. Oh my gosh, Rocco has his stupid squeaky toy. I swear this dog knows when I'm trying to do something. Also, I bought the gem I need. The extra cluster jewel I need. I keep calling it a gem. This extra cluster jewel I need. And I've got a jewel that might come in handy based on how this respec goes. So what ends up needing to happen is all of this right here has to go away and I start going up the tree this way. So I'll show you. So this is my tree right here. If I bring over this tree, it starts to come over here. We get this little circle here, and so it goes up this way to get through here instead of cutting up the middle like I have here. So there's a lot like this here. Since it's so early in the tree, I've kind of grown to rely on it. And also it's very, very helpful nodes because it's early in the tree, and I think the game does that to kind of give you an early boost. But like, I need to get rid of this. That's a lot of life and mana. And I need to get rid of this. That's a lot of stats, strength and dexterity, and 10 resistances. Yikes. And then this one, 15% cold resistance. Ay, ay, ay. And then this one, 20 intelligence. Crazy. With spell damage. So the hope is that in the respecking, you get some of it back. And then figure out where to go from there. So I've got some divines. So I'm hoping. So I think what I'm going to have to do, because you can respec with gold, and I don't have any. All of it's in King's March, and I'm about to run out. Or I can use Orbs of Regret. So I think here, let me just spend like 10 of these. They can also be used to de-level gems. So like right now, my two dexterity gems, green gems, they require 98 dex. I've got 112. If I lose any, if I dip below 98, I won't be able to use these gems. So then I can reduce their level to a level that I'll be able to do. So the first three easy ones to respec are these three right here: Annihilation, Critical Chance, and Critical Chance. So I'm going to do those. Okay. So now I can go Energy Shield and these three right here. Boom. All right. I can probably get rid of these two, and then I'll be able to come up to here. Let me look at. So I'm gonna be checking on the second monitor what I'm supposed to be looking for. So I do need to come over here and get melding. Also, this jewel socket will be helpful as well. All right. So this jewel that I was looking at that I have here, this doesn't have any resistances on it. I can probably slam and exalt. I don't know what. I don't know what prefixes are available, but this is an option. Ideally, I'd have one that has life on it. That could be. Here, let's just do it. Mine throwing speed. That was pretty bad. So now, alternatively, what I could do is use an annul orb and hope that it removes mine throwing speed, but there's a 25% chance that it would do that, and I don't feel confident in that. So I'm gonna have to keep on mine throwing speed, I think. And I need to also keep an eye on my resistances. I think the reason why I need to have like some currency in the bank is because I'm going to be losing some resistances. I'm going to have to reshuffle them, I think. Can I? Okay, so I can't get rid of like these here until I reconnect here. There's the first forced cut of the episode. I think some easy points I might be able to get are through some of the casting masteries, or just the masteries in general. Just to help me try to connect. Because ideally I need like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points. And I actually don't need this wheel here. So what if I do this? Then I can go... Oh, I'm not over there yet. 1, 2, 3. Okay, no, that gets me there. Then I should be able to... Yep, get rid of you. And you. And you. I have 0 refund points available now. Okay, so we'll put that in. And then it wants me to come down and get this jewel socket, which I'm going to go ahead and do now. And put in that. Haven't lost any of my gear yet. And then we need to finish this wheel. Only have 1 point there. So now it would be a matter of figuring out where else. I don't need this energy shield mastery. I don't have any points. So I think what I need to do is do some mapping, which I'll do off camera. So I'll probably cut and do some mapping. I do have all of the 10s or the 11s that we need. I have them all preloaded here, re-rolled, so that they match to my regex. The only thing left to do is to use corruption on them. So let me look and see. It's Arcade, Belfry. Belfry's a really terrible map. If I'm not mistaken, that's one with a Katava boss, which I absolutely hate. But we have Arcade, Belfry, Grave Trough, Jungle Valley, Grave Trough, Jungle Valley, Orchard, and Silo. I only have 1 Orchard. Orchard and Silo. So then I'm not going to run these maps on camera, but I just wanted to roll them really quickly. So this is where things get really dicey, because the corruption can change the map, like the actual map. This could go from an arcade map to something else, or better yet, this can go from Belfry to arcade, and then I have to roll another Belfry. It can also add modifiers and can brick your map. This is where you get some of your hardest maps. You get like an 8 modifier map, and then you corrupt it, and it just gets ridiculous. Or 6 modifiers, then you corrupt it, you can get up to 2 more. So like this got crazy. I think I can still run. Now I'll put these back in my stash tab and run the regex, but we got 4 suffixes and 4 prefixes. This is an 8 mod corrupted map. So that's going to be kind of tough. And let's check this one. Okay. But notice with the toughness gets everything else. So item quantity, 113%. Magic pack size, monster pack size, 39%. It's also got 12% quality. So that's something else we haven't really been messing around with, is quality. So this one, check it. Item quantity, it goes 68, 41, 26, 74, 44, 28. So everything just got a little better. Orchard, this is already a 6 mod map. So this could make it 8. It did not, but it's still runnable. That's all that really matters right now. And then last one, Silo, contains a vol side area. That doesn't matter. And we can run this one too. So this is all of our T11s that we can run. Can also add influence again, so that'll be really nice. But I'm not going to do this. What I am going to do instead is run just kind of regular maps off camera just to get some more currency. Let me make sure that all my defenses are good. Yep, I think my critical strike chance is maybe taking a hit on Glacial Cascade. 41, yeah, so it's not great. But as I am able to get gold and they get respec points and then do more for the tree. So I think what I'll do is probably get like, I don't know how much a respec costs, so probably get up to like 10,000 gold and then talk to Faustus and buy a bunch of respec points if I can. I also want to talk about some of the other types of items that I have sitting in my inventory that I haven't touched on, I haven't used. And these are called incubators. So you get these from Legion encounters, or heist. If you're doing heist, you can find them in heists. So you can assign these to an item, and then after you kill a certain number of monsters, a certain item will drop. So fragmented incubator, it will drop a fragment item. It doesn't matter where you put them at all. You'll get the reward as long as you're using the item. And it's not like you can't put it in your offhand. It has to be in your main hand set. But I like to, when I have them, I like to incubate everything. Skittering will give you some scarabs. That's nice. I have 2 of them. Blighted will give you some blight oils. This is for a unique map. And what else do I got? I've got just some item, random. Abyssal, that could be fine. And most of the times, they're garbage. Like, these aren't great. You don't get anything spectacular out of those things unless you are, it's pretty rare, but there's always a chance. Oh, and I've got one here for a delirium item. All right, I think that's all of my equipment is now incubating items. So I'm gonna run some maps and get some currency, and then I will come back and we can talk about next steps. Okay, so I saw that it's going to take 11,000 gold for one node of Respec. So I'm just going to spend all those points, and then let's play a little bit. This is still good. I don't need this mastery here. These two still good. Apply refund. So now we're connected here. I'm going to need this caster mastery. Where do I want to start refunding from? Honestly, this is supposed to increase cold damage, increased fire damage. Why is that going down? Why don't I want increased cold damage? I wonder if it has to do with Trinity uptime or something like that. Let's see. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? This wheel here I'm not supposed to end up with. Man, I lose a lot of critical strike. If I get rid of those 3 points, I can go here, get a lot more energy shield. I still have 1 point. Cast speed and critical strike chance, alright. I still go down here. I do need to come up here and get this jewel. I'm not ready for that yet. I keep this. I keep this. I don't supposed to need this. Oh, but that's a good mastery. Why don't I want that? Oh, because I need to put it over here. Okay, so we're just moving it. Let's get rid of all that. I'm going to grab this mastery. +1 level to all cold skill gems, -30 fire resistance. Alright, and now I should be able to get this one and this one, get all that cast speed. So I've got this wheel here. I've got that. I come up to here. And I don't need this random intelligence here. Okay. I haven't lost any of my gear yet. That's good. And I don't need to connect here. Why can't I get rid of that? Because I need these two. Oh good, more life and energy shield. So 36 and wow. Okay, now we're okay. And now I can get rid of this one. And so we keep this little segment here. This all looks good. And I've still got 3 points remaining. So what I can do is I don't need to get rid of these yet. I don't want to lose the 15% cold resistance yet if I don't have to. Because I will need to do some gearing if I do that. Even still, if I run into a map that's got like cursed with elemental weakness or whatever like that, this is going to be a problem. Fire is also kind of shady. But what I can do is now I can go here and allocate that, and then I've got 2 points remaining. Let me check this side of the tree. This side of the tree is set. I'm not supposed to get anything else over here. This is all good. So I've pretty much got 2 throwaway points. You know what? I do have the cluster jewel that can go here. So I can do this and then grab this cluster jewel. I will need points to put it in, or put in it, but this should help. Now I'm curious if I check my critical strike chance. It was like 44%. It's up to 45%. Okay, it's not much better, but we're getting closer. I've also got more decks now, so that's really good. It's just like if I get rid of this, I'm gonna lose 15% cold resistance. I'm not really overcapped on anything where I can spare 15%, except lightning. So I don't. This has got, it's like 35% lightning resistance. This has got no lightning resistance, but I probably need that dexterity. So let me do some math. Let's see. This is all part of the game, right? So we are currently at 132. I know you can probably simple math this. And if I minus the 29 dexterity on my boots, that gets me to 103, which is still higher than I need for Herald of Ice. So I can take these and then change that dex to lightning resistance. Any of these rolls will work. 31, that's fine, right in the middle. Okay. Why did I do that? That was stupid. I need cold resistance. Okay, so we're just wasting chaos here. It's fine. 35, max roll. Nice. Okay, now I go in here and I can get rid of this and this. So I lose 2 points. And now I can get... Do I want quick getaway or pressure points? Critical strike chance or attack and cast speed. And oh, we're going quick getaway. That's the better option. Okay, and I should very much still be overcapped. Good. Fire's good. Everything is over cap. And I think I want to upgrade all of my strength gems. This is one I don't need, this minion life support, but I was leveling it just in case. Do I actually need it? I don't think so. Meat shield, zealotry. No, I don't need this, but you never know who might. So what I'm gonna do is sell this to Lily with 1 GCP. Now it's level 1 quality 20. So now I can start leveling that up as well. And in the meantime, it will buff up my Animate Guardian, right? So you can see the check marks there, supportable skills. So it tells me that, yes, this will in fact support Animate Guardian. Okay. I'm feeling okay. If I look again, at offense, 47.88. Okay. This is fine. This is totally fine right now. I still have a lot to do. There's still so much to do, but I'm feeling a lot better about things. I'm going to max out my gold flask here. While I'm using it, may as well. And I've been using this life flask for a while, so let me get that up to 20% as well. We've got a lot more life and energy shield now. That is actually really nice. I don't know, like, in the grand scheme of the game how nice that is, but to me, that feels really comfy. Resistances are good. We're incubating a bunch of items. The last thing that I think I need to do, and I haven't talked about this, is something called anointing. So you can anoint your amulet with oils and get certain skills from the tree. Only notable skills, like these medium circles, not the travel nodes and not the big keystones, but the notable skills here. So if you hold Alt, it will show you the anointment. So right next to the name there, it's 3 black oils. So I don't actually know where I want to go with this. Ideally, I don't want to redo it. Oh. Well, that one's interesting. 0.8% of spell damage leached as energy shield. So the build guide has us going into high voltage, which is critical strike chance against shocked enemies, and we shock all of our enemies because of our ascendancy. Shaper of Storms, all damage can shock, hits always shock. So this guarantees 100% critical strike chance. Or, oh man, so really here's the trade-off. Do you want to do damage, or do you want to do life, or survivability? I already forgot the name of the one I was looking for, but it was really juicy. It looked like, no man, what was it? I lost it. Oh man. And I don't know enough of the, like, I don't think I could search for it. Oh, Light Eater, that's what I have to remember. Light Eater. How easy is it? Azure, Violet, and Crimson. I've got Violet, I've got a Crimson. I don't have Azure, so I'd have to buy Azure. I don't know what the going rate for that is. Alternatively, I can do 100% critical strike chance. I won't have to worry about my crit. I'm going to do this because we're going into hard content. So let me see what this is all about. Amber, Indigo, Indigo. I've got, oh, that's Violet. Oh, I've got one. I need Amber. Amber, Indigo, Indigo. And I don't know. Some of these are really, some of the rare ones can really be expensive. So this one, they're cheap. So let me go talk to Faustus. And I want Violet. I have Chaos. And you'd have to do like probably 2 to 3. Yeah. Okay. And let me get rid of that. Okay, so to do this, there's a stash tab you can do this with, or you can come here and talk to Sister Cassia, put your item in, and your oils. So it was Amber, Indigo, Indigo. Oh no, Violet. Was it Violet or Indigo? Oh my gosh. This corrupted item requires tainted oil. Oh no! No, 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 no. Shoot. Tainted oil. Oh. Bananas. Tainted. Tainted oil. Can be combined with other oils. Okay. 1 for 700 chaos. Oh my god. That is my entire stash. So we're not gonna do that. That sounds awful, but it's something that we could do in the future. Holy moly, that's insane. I had no idea. I guess I've never done that. Wow. How much are Ashes of the Stars going for regularly? Let's see. I'm going to check the market over on the side. I have no idea how long this episode's going to be because I've got a weird cut in the middle. So right now they're going non-corrupted for 20 chaos. It might be better for me, honestly, to get a similarly rolled gem. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. So I can actually pull over my window and do this. So we've got 5% experience gain. That's fine. But really, the 29 or the 26 to quality. So let's see. We got Ashes of the Stars. And can I do to quality? Oops, it would help if I spelled it properly. To quality of all skill gems. Is that the modifier? It is. Okay, so I want it to be, what did I say, at least 26%. And I don't want to see corrupted. So we still have 1,100 matches, 60 chaos. So we get better experience gain of gems, which is not really that big of a deal. I do kind of want... Oh, this would be way better. +1 to level, 8% for 70 chaos. That is the exact item I have. Even better. And it's not corrupted. Alright, I'm going to buy this one for 70C. Let's see if he answers. 20, 40, 60, 70. If he doesn't answer, he listed 10 minutes ago. If he doesn't answer, there's somebody offering a similar item. I see 80. Can actually get better than 26% quality. Oh, that's fine. Let's do this real quick. And then I can anoint it, and I don't have to spend 700 freaking chaos. And I can probably try to sell my existing one for like 40 chaos and recoup some of the 20, 40, 60, 70. Yeah, recoup some of the cost here. All right, so thank you very much, my dude. You're on YouTube, say hi. So now I have to remember what it was. Amber, indigo, indigo. Amber. I bought violet oils before, didn't I? Somebody's gonna yell at me in the comments. I bought the wrong oil. Amber, indigo. I need indigo. I want indigo. I have chaos. 2 to 1. Easy peasy. Instant sell. Okay. So now, so what this anointing does is it allows you to allocate a notable on your, or not a notable, yeah, a notable skill on your tree that you're not connected to. So like, if I wanted precise reapplication, I could anoint an amulet with sepia, sepia, sepia and get it. I don't have to put all the node, you know, I don't have to work my way over there. I just do it. So we talk to Cassia. We put our amulet in. Amber, indigo, indigo, high voltage, 100% increased critical strike chance against shocked enemies. Boom, anointed. It's done. Amazing. Get rid of this one. And now, unfortunately, it is incubating currency shards. So that's kind of a bummer, but it's fine. Not the end of the world by any stretch of the imagination. I'm going to plop this in here for 60C and see if we get lucky. It'd be pretty sweet if we were able to recoup greater than half of our cost there. This is a slightly better. The one I got rid of, I think, had 5% increased experience gain. This one's got 8 and also increased attributes. This one has plus to 15. The other one had plus 13. So now I feel relatively comfortable upgrading all of these gems. I need to recast. What do I need to recast? My heralds and hatred. And just to say that we did something today, I am going to run one of these corrupted maps. I'm going to run Arcade with Eater of the Worlds, even though I prefer Searing Exarch. Let's do Searing Exarch. And let's go. We're starting this map at 3,100 gold. Let's see how much we get. Let's see how hard this is. I need my AG, I need my Arcane Fire, and let's go. Off to a good start. Okay. I'm not too worried. I mean, so far things have been going pretty smooth. Like, I haven't really run into any trouble on any of the maps. Unless it was my own stupidity. Okay, so on the map here, on the mini map, you can see this. This is an altar for the Eater of Worlds, so you get to pick what you want. And increased rarity of items. That sounds good. We'll do that. Usually the modifiers you want are the ones that affect either the monsters or yourself. Oftentimes there's a strategy where what you could do is just go straight to the boss, kill the boss, and then then the altar option to like augment the boss is no longer available. So you're guaranteed to have an option for player and monsters, and then you go and clear up the map, kill everything in sight, and hopefully get lots of loot. There are some really good altars. There's an altar on the Eater version where you could get divine orbs. Like like I don't even know what it's called, but it'll just drop divine orbs all over the place, and I've gotten like I think my best map, not even like wildly juiced. I didn't run it great. I didn't, you never know when it's gonna happen, but I got like 7 or 8 divine from one map just because I got lucky and that altar showed up. And I was like, are you kidding me? I had to read it 3 times, and by that point I had already killed a bunch of the map, and it was kind of a waste. But it's possible. Bladefall of Charthus. I wonder if any of their skills are worth getting. So far, my research has not been proven good on that. Man. Huge swath of time with no monsters, no enemies. This is better. Much better. Notice I'm not using Frostblink as much. I'm trying to make sure that I can get ahead of the bad guys, and I don't just leap into a pack of dudes that have terrible modifiers or something like that. Alright, there's the boss, I think. Yes. The Polaric Invitation. We're gonna do that next episode. That is the first sort of boss. It's like a mini boss. Like a mini pinnacle boss. I don't know how you classify the Polaric fight. The Black Sun, I think it's called. And honestly, I'm not even very good at it. So it should be good times. Unfortunately, I'm above half of the way to level up. The GGG did change some aspects of the bossing experience, which is really, really good. They changed it for sure so that if you're farming pinnacle bosses or just fighting the pinnacle bosses, the Maven, the Elder, the Shaper, you won't lose XP if you fight them and die, but you also don't gain XP. But that's always been a thing that's prevented me from fighting the bosses as often or even attempting them sometimes, because I'd be really close to level up and I don't want to lose my progress. You know, like jumping down to 56% XP is gonna really hurt, and I don't want to do that. So I may hold on to this until I end up leveling up, so we'll have to see. I had to do another cut. I don't remember what I was saying. I'm gonna go ahead and spend this passive point, and I think if I recall, it's been a while. I was going up here. Oh great, now I have to make a decision. I'm gonna head up towards this way to get, I think, more maps. 3% increased effect. Oh yeah, we're gonna do this. This will make our maps a little bit harder, a little bit better. But that's gonna be it for me today. I know there's a lot of talking and not as much gameplay as usual, but I had some stuff I had to do, and that's just the reality of it.